Okay? Don't mind anything in this video. Nobody fucking cares. Bitch. Let's get straight into it. Y'all. I'm officially a critically acclaimed artist. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am officially a critically acclaimed artist. I don't care if this is just like, oh, you're just doing a pop-up at a museum for a month. I don't care if it's like, oh, it's not even technically a museum. Don't care. Men don't care. People had to look at my art, judge it against other people's art, and they chose my shit. Critically acclaimed. As say what you want to say. That's my wordplay. Critically acclaimed. Okay. In my pocket, my hands is itching. So I thank you, Lord. But I really made this video because I wanted y'all to realize that belief is the strongest fucking thing that you can have. It is the most expensive fucking resource that you have. Seriously, is belief. If you believe that it's not possible, it's not possible. And there's nothing that can happen that will tell your mind otherwise, unless you see that shit happen for somebody else and you still won't even believe that it's possible for you, especially. Belief is big. If you believe that it can happen and it will happen. No matter how long that it takes, you know that it's going to happen. Belief is the biggest fucking resource that we have. If you use that shit wisely, you can access whatever the hell you want in life. The highs, if that's what you want, you can have it. The lows, if that's what you want, you can have it. You make the choices. You make the decisions up in here and up in here. When you use these and you use your mind, you use your tongue, you use your mouth, you use your body, that is you making decisions on what it is that you want. Okay? If I'm out here, y'all, I'm sorry, having frivolous sex with people, then that is me making my mind up and saying that that is what I want. I want frivolous sex with people. That is it. That is all. If I'm out here saying, Lord, all I want to do is work the rest of my life, then all I'm going to do is work the rest of my life. That is it. That's all. What you do with your body and what you do. And if I'm sitting here just working and I think all I can do is work for the rest of my life for the next 40, 50, 60, 70 fucking years, working at the same fucking factory, that's what's going to happen. If you decide, you know what? I'm going to be a critically acclaimed artist. I'm going to get my art shown at X, Y, and Z place, at X, Y, and Z show, at X, Y, and Z is going to happen, and X, Y, and Z, and da-da-da-da-da, and that is what it is. And it is so. And see, I really learned the power of belief because I put that application in thinking nothing of it. I was like, here you go. I'm stressing myself out because I'm like, I don't want to be late. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to, these aren't finished. That's not done, blah, 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 blah. They only asked me. I didn't even look at the application. And that's how the enemy be working. They make your ass so fearful of the shit that you are supposed to have so that you don't try it. You don't achieve it. You never even go out and try that shit. You see what I'm saying? They make you so afraid of that shit so that you will never even fathom, my nigga, the opportunity to do it. I beat that shit. I was like, you know what? Fine, fuck it. I'm gonna take all my pictures. Took pictures of every single piece of art that I had. Didn't know how many this, that, or the third. Didn't care how they looked, the lighting, the this, the that, none of that shit. Didn't care. I just took the pictures, sent them to myself, and I was ready to put the application in. Girl, do you know the application only asks for one photo, one piece of art? You feel what I'm saying? It only asks for 1, 2 photos, however many photos you could upload to it. So I put my best one up there. Yes. And guess who? Got that email said, okay, period. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. Anything is possible. One of the books that I'm in the process of writing right now, don't just do it. Put your mind to it. When you just do it, I'm just gonna, like, bro, I'm telling you, I never really even was like paying attention to me painting these things. Like, I was just doing it. just doing it, just painting shit just because I need to clear my mind. I know that I have stuff to do. I know that this is what I want to do. I know I got to start somewhere, so let me just start just doing it. It never came out like how I wanted it to. I never loved it. I never felt finished. I never felt like I had did it. I never felt like it was the one, it was the piece, it was done. I never felt any of that energy. When I started putting my mind to it and being intentional and being like, bro, these are my masterpieces. These aren't just pieces of art. This is not just a meal ticket. This is not just me getting out of the, no, this is not just none of that. This is not just that. This is masterpiece art, okay? This is the type of art that is going to be around for generations upon generations upon generations upon generations. And your family members going to be able to look at this and be like, this is a black artist from X, Y, Z, date, time, showed it here. I bought it right then and there. You feel what I'm saying? And I thank God I could cry because I know. And I have been trying to warn people, to tell people, to rally up the fucking masses. I tried to do it all. I tried to, okay, the British are coming. Bitches acted like they was deaf, okay? I said, oh, baby, I know what I'm doing. I know that this is happening. I know what God is doing within me. I know. I turned blue trying to figure out. I wasted almost a year just trying to prove when the proof was in the motherfucking pudding. And if people was really supporting like how they was supposed to be supporting or how they supposed to support, it wouldn't have to be a whole fucking campaign for me to be able to say, hey, I need a little support. It was not necessary. I didn't have to go on a fucking campaign to ask for support. I shouldn't have had to do that. But now that the proof is here, and it's like, oh yeah, game time, bitches. Don't try to pull your pants up and get your socks on and shoes on and now you want to be ready. No, it's too late. It's too late. I told you to pack your clothes. I told you to iron them. I told you to sort them out. I told you to do this. I told you to do that. We going on a trip, baby. You not even ready. You didn't prepare. You didn't get your sunscreen. You didn't get your passport. You didn't get none of that. You're not ready. Sounds personal, okay? Don't know where the fuck that came from, but it needed to be said. Don't stop your process and wait on no fucking man. God said it in the Bible. It's been going around viral on Twitter. Every man is a liar. Everything that people say out their mouth to you is a fucking lie. You have to read them, read their energy, read who they really are. Don't just read the shit that they say out their mouth. Because what they say out their mouth is what they say out their mouth. They're just talking. That's your words. That's your You feel what I'm saying? That's your They're just talking. Where's the action though? Do you actually feel that way? I don't see it. I don't see none of that. I don't see none of the energy. Are you actually going towards that thing? I don't see it. I don't see none of the energy. Are you actually trying to evolve and be better? I don't see it. Are you actually healing? Where's the work? You feel what I'm saying? Where is the something? Are you actually trying to get organized? I don't see the organization happening, period, like at all. You're not trying. You're not putting no toe. You're not even dipping your toe in the motherfucking water, bitch. That's how scared you are. But you have to remember that the only reason why you have that fear is because the enemy don't want you to do no better. If you do that better, then all of a sudden they don't have the control over you, your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, your this, your that, your entire fucking life. Y'all have to realize that you have the power. But a lot of y'all have given the power away to these fucking demonic ass things. I give the power to my landlord because I just fear. I'm so afraid of going out and buying a house, and I'm so afraid of all the money, and I'm so afraid. But we literally throwing money out the door and out the window and out of every fucking and down the toilet and everywhere when we sitting here for years and years on edge renting and spending the same amount. And you could have been 30 years in your mortgage, but you 30 years on the fucking lease. What does that show? The devil got y'all so tight up here that y'all don't want to experience nothing different. And it's really sad because this generation gets frowned upon for being so fucking free. We get frowned upon for it. I mean, honestly, people just being themselves. If such and such want to be a hoochie mama, baby, they can be a hoochie down. Okay. And kudos to you for choosing to be a fucking hoochie. Nobody cares, right? If this bitch over here wants to have underarm hair and fucking mustache and a beard, okay, bitch, and she does that and she wears it down. Like, we're the most loving, no matter how you are, come as you are as people, that it's just like, why the fuck would y'all hate us? Because y'all don't love yourselves. Y'all don't love everything about your generation and what the fuck y'all had going on and the shit that y'all was doing, and you don't feel confident in you being yourself. That is a personal ass problem. Y'all need to stop showing y'all little hate in y'all asses to this generation, because we literally have not done nothing but try to show y'all that it did not start with you. You're not necessarily only the problem. It started with your mama's mama, your mama's mama's mama, your mama's 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 mama, and then up and up and up and up and up and all the way up the damn tree. It started all the way there. We all have to do a process of unlearning and healing and in relief in our relationships from every fucking body. But there's a process that has to go through with it. And some people are just not even allowing the opportunity for people to be vocal about how the fuck they feel and what they think and anything, really. Like, I know a lot of people's families just like, not even just families, but like families, friends, and everybody just don't allow people the opportunity to say an opinion that's could be unpopular as fuck. Like, you may not fuck with my opinion, and that's fine, but you can't make me feel some type of way because my opinion is different than yours. You can't make me feel less than. You can't make me feel stupid. You can't make me feel like a bad person because my opinion is different than yours. We just don't share an opinion, and we don't have to. That is the whole point of life. Everybody's going to be different. Nobody is here to be the same at all. But if your family is not evolving mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, what the fuck are y'all doing? Why are y'all having more generations of people? That's why it's called generational wealth versus a generational curse. Because some people are just having more and more generations of people that's still going to be dealing with the same shit to this day, because nobody has brought in their mind. Nobody has removed the shackles. Nobody, not one person has said, you know what, this is not right. Something ain't working. The math ain't mathing. You feel what I'm saying? Not one person has said that. That's what you call a generational curse, because nobody has breaking that link. Now, generational wealth is when somebody breaks that link, and now all of a sudden there's a new link made out of gold, motherfucker. Instead of them carbon fucking charcoal, whatever the hell, it's gold. It's gold, period. And y'all are linked in divinity. You passing along divinity. You passing along seeds of the Most High. You passing along that energy. You passing along that mentality. You passing along the fruits of the labor that was your life, especially if you lived a light-bearing life. You passing on those gems to another generation. That's generational wealth. You passing on that abundance and knowledge. You passing on all that. It's generational wealth. And that's why, honestly, a lot of families that were stricken by generational curses are really going the fuck through it right now. My personal opinion is that even when we look at situations that's all out in the media, Krishan Rock and fucking Blueface, that's a generational curse. She had already talked about the things that she's been through from different types of abuse, from seeing the different types of abuse in her household, and so on and so forth. You feel what I'm saying? She's already talked about that. And she attracted that because she's a part of that generational curse. She did not break that chain. And instead of breaking that chain and being like, you know what, Blueface, you ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. I gotta go. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fuck my life up because of you and me wanting to stay attached to you. She'd rather stay in that generational curse. And it's going to continue on through her child and the child after that child and child after that child until somebody wakes the fuck up. And I want you to know that being that person that wakes the fuck up don't mean that your life gonna be easy. It's not gonna be roses and motherfucking daffodils and daisies, bitch. It's gonna be hard as fuck, because those same people are still attached to that chain. They still have not broadened their mind. It's a personal thing. Everybody has to fucking do it, right? If they haven't done that, they're going to be like this. No, don't leave me. Come back, basically. Come back energetically. Come back fucking mentally. Come back spiritually. Come back emotionally. All these different forms. They're going to be like, come back. Be that person again. Be that person that was unhealed. Be that person that was linked to us. Be that person that wasn't abundant. Be that person that wasn't who you are now in this light. You feel what I'm saying? That didn't enlighten their mind. Be that old person. Be that old version of yourself. Please. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want from you. And that's why you have to sometimes learn how to distance yourself. Create healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Don't just be out here, you feel what I'm saying, tooting your ass up, motherfuckers, and just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Still treat them with empathy, and you feel what I'm saying? Don't go out here and just be an asshole. But remind yourself that you aren't the person that's going to break that link off of them. They have to do that shit themselves. Just the same way that you had to do that shit yourself, they got to do that shit themselves. And that's whether they have to beg, plead, cry, motherfucking bleed, all of that. You can't step in, because as soon as you step in, that chain gets right back on your fucking foot. I'm telling you. Because you're always going to have to be pulling them, pulling. It's once it turned from a ball into now you pulling the whole fucking chain. You feel it? Now you got the whole fucking chain on your back. You like, oh shit, goddamn, my shoulder then went out, bitch. You weren't supposed to even try, because you can't carry all that. That is the strength of the Lord. You don't have that. We have the strength of our spirits. We have the strength of the Lord within us. Yes, cool, but you don't have the strength to pull a whole fucking lineage of people out of depression, out of darkness, out of fucking financial insecurity. You can't do that. Okay. You just can't do it. We see it time and time again. You will never be able to successfully do that shit. Nobody would be able to successfully do that shit, because let's say, for instance, if the chain is financial, right? The chain is financial. The generational curse was financial insecurity. Breaking that chain and breaking that curse means financial security. So now the next generation, for that one person that opened their mind, is going to be blessed with financial security. Now, once people who are still financially insecure that is related to you see that somebody who came from that financial insecurity created a financial security, and we're related, we this, we that, you obligated to bring me up out of this financial insecurity. Obligated to bring me out of this. Obligated. You not obligated to do shit. Okay? We all have free will. We all make it a point to choose our fucking choices. And the choices that we make is our decisions. We all choose whether fear conquers us or we conquer fear. We all choose whether I'm sorry, this is about to get very, 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 very unpopular. You choose whether or not somebody nutting you and create a fucking life. I'm sorry, you choose that. You can choose that. You have that choice. And especially way before now, whenever we didn't have Roe, whenever the whole thing didn't get overturned and now abortion is illegal and all these other things, you had even more of a choice. You know what I'm saying? To choose whether you wanted to bring. And I think that the older generation didn't really understand how important it was to have children, which is why we see a lot of like women who snapped, like a lot of women who snapped when they had like 5 children and all this and all that, and a lot of women who end up showing like signs of depression, and it's because they didn't know what the fuck they were signing up for. But you got to start thinking about that shit before you just start laying with people and reproducing. You see what I'm saying? Like you got to think about that shit before you make that decision. You got to decide. I'm recording. But yeah, you gotta make that decision before you decide to lay down with that person, especially unprotected, especially knowing that there's an opportunity for you to have a child. Don't care. None of the factors make, none of the excuses make sense, because we all know that when you lay down with somebody and you feel what I'm saying, when you lay down with somebody and you have that intercourse, there is a possibility that you will have a child. So you have that decision to choose. You feel what I'm saying? And if you don't want to have a child with that person, you either be protected or you don't lay down with that person. And we be out here attracting the same people that even had something to do with our generational curses. Now, I'm gonna say, for me personally, I knew exactly every single person that was a part of my generational fucking curse, because my life was a thing. Like, it became like a what the fuck is going on? Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Then I started to really, like, not even just compare, but really look at it from an objective point of view and be like, yo, this shit looks very familiar. It's looking real familiar around this hoe. You feel what I'm saying? This is looking like some shit that I already done seen. And that's when I made the decision. Nope, not doing it. Delete, decline, whatever the fuck it has to be. Because the answer is no. I'm not repeating those cycles with no bitch ass nigga. I'm not doing that. And you can tell the difference energetically, because you feel like you need to make them happy. You feel like you need to make them happy. Not that they need to make you happy. Not that, you know what I'm saying, like anything reciprocal, period. It just feels like you need to give them your energy. You need to, I feel obligated to do these things. I don't have to do a bitch ass thing at all. I don't have to do nothing but be black and die. Like, for real. And be my motherfucking self. I don't have to do nothing. I look left, I look right. I see nothing that I have to do. You feel what I'm saying? So no matter what, you just got to remember that, like, this life is for you. This is your life. Like, the fruits of your labor are the fruits of your labor. Your labor. Can't nobody take that shit from you unless you give it to them. And we have to remember who the fuck we giving this shit to. And like I was saying with the antidote, was that if it was financial, that person broke the financial curse and is now financially wealthy. The people who are financially insecure feel that the person who is better off is obligated, once again I say obligated, to take care of those other people. And yet again, that is literally like you pulling that shit, pulling even more than what you were pulling by yourself. Because pulling the curse by yourself, the curse that's on you, that's on you. Now you pulling the curse off them, Tinky, Toot Toot, Poom Poom, Pow Pow, motherfucking Kiki, Lulu, and everybody else. The fuck, the people that's alive, the people that's dead, the people that, nah, who the fuck got time for that? Who has the strength for that besides the Most High? Okay, that is not my job. I don't have to do that shit. Not my fault, not my job. We all have free will, 2333. We all have two motherfucking, hold on. What was I finna say? I was finna say we all have two choices. We all have two choices. Either you live or you die. For real. Either you live by the tongue or you die by the tongue. Which one is it? You got to choose wisely. You have to choose wisely, because either you gonna accept the life that the tongue gives, or you gonna accept the death that the tongue gives. And that's up to you to direct your tongue, because it's your tongue. It's your hands. It's your body. It's your everything. We have to make that decision as a personal person. Everybody is responsible for their motherfucking selves. Okay? And yeah. It just goes simply as that. Like, we all are to love each other and to show the fruits of God. You know what I'm saying? Like, how fruitful it can be if you really plant your seeds in God's corner, in God's garden, versus if you try to plant seeds in other places. That's all we're here to do, is just to illuminate the message. The message is God loves you. And not only does God love you, but God loves everything that you do. And if you do things with God's love first, God will always make sure that your garden is tended to. You will always be straight. Every season you're going to have fruit. You probably going to have a harvest of an overflow if you overflowingly sow in God. You have to remember that everything is reciprocal, as above, so below. So if I'm expecting to receive abundantly through God, I need to be sending my respects abundantly to God. I need to be sowing my seeds abundantly in God. Every day, every hour, every minute, every whatever. That's the only way that it's going to happen. But it's just important that we all really just keep in mind that our minds has the most power in life, and that belief is the most powerful resource that you will ever have. The most powerful asset that you will ever have is belief. Literally. I stepped out on the most faith that I ever had in my fucking life. I had never even really fathomed being an artist of any kind. Did not want to write music and sing. Did not want to dance. Did not want to paint. Did not want to make jewelry. Did not want to make healing this, healing that. Did not even know what the fuck healing was. Honestly, didn't. Never even thought about it. I was thinking of healing to people. I knew I was a healer. I knew God's anointing over my life was to heal, but I did not know what healing meant. I thought healing meant doctor healing. Okay, Lord, then I'm gonna go be a doctor then. You know what I'm saying? I thought healing meant go out there, get them some medicine, and make everybody feel better. Not the healing that God was telling me to do. But every single stage of my life has been intentional. God made sure I got my biology degree, and I use that shit, oh my gosh, in so many different ways than what people assume. Well, why don't you just go do research? Why don't you just go do that? I use my biology degree to decipher what the fuck is going on in my mind and what's going on in life, and looking at different, you know what I'm saying? And not even just that, the knowledge that I even have about plants and plant life and germination and things of that nature are being used in my books. Like, well, why did you go get a biology degree? Because God told me so, and made sure that I got it for free. That's another thing. You will not have to expend a whole bunch of money, energy, time, effort, or anything like that in what it is that God got for you. You really won't. I got an easel for free. Meeting a lady one time. One time. I met her once, and she loved me so much that she poured into me a whole easel, that which turned into me having a whole nother level of confidence in myself, in my vision, in the vision that God gave me. All of that. And just knowing that everything really is intentional as hell. Just knowing that, like, bruh, God, you sent me here for a reason. You sent me on this mission for a reason. And you sent me here with this energy, with this, you feel what I'm saying? All that for a reason. Some of the products that I got for, like, some of the products that I'm soon to have in production, free. Supplies, free. This, free. Even though I still had to put some sort of an investment in, whenever I was working, I had to spend so much money just to work. I had to buy food at my job because, bitch, I'm hungry. I'm about to be here for 12 hours. I need food. Like, I need food. I didn't get to eat breakfast because I actually enjoy sleep and I need that shit so I can, you know what I'm saying, get up the next day and do whatever the hell I gotta do. And not even just that, but bitch, I had no days off. I had no days off. It was school, weekend, work, school, work, school, work, school, work, school, work. I couldn't even make myself a motherfucking dinner if I wanted to. Dead ass. And then if I was to call out, y'all persecute me for calling out. But when other people don't show up on time, don't do nothing, it's just nothing about it. Nothing happens. I think I'll leave. I think I'll excuse myself because I'm not going to do that. I got to feed myself every day because I can't eat. Mind you, DoorDash is expensive as fuck. I got to put gas in my car because, bitch, I got to get there. I got to make sure I pay for my fucking uniform. You want me to have certain shoes, certain socks, certain man, fuck all of that shit, man. Leave me alone. I'm spending more money out my pocket than I done made. Every time I get a paycheck, I gotta pay something to do something to get somewhere. Man, y'all get the fuck out of my face before I yike your motherfucking ass. God damn it. I was tired. I was really tired of that cycle, and I just knew it was not gonna take me nowhere. I knew it wasn't gonna take me nowhere. I'm tired as fuck. I don't have the energy to do shit. I don't even have the energy to look at myself in the mirror and say, bitch, you look good. I don't even have the energy to look myself in the mirror for brush my teeth, brush my hair, make sure I look straight, wash my ass. A lot of y'all motherfuckers be working and don't even really be having time to shower. Why the fuck am I paying this expensive ass rent and I don't even be here? I gotta pay off for water, lights, motherfucking energy, all this extra shit, and I can't even be here because I'm either here or there. I'm trying to put shit in my groceries in my damn refrigerator. That shit don't even matter because I'm either here or there. Like, it just showed me that, like, that shit goes nowhere but just repeat it. Every day is gonna be the fucking same. It's gonna be like that episode of Squidward. I said episode of Squidward. The episode of SpongeBob where Squidward was just like having that endless loop. Like when he moved into that neighborhood, all the houses look the same. Everybody's fucking job is pretty much the same, bro. I'm telling you, everybody was working security. Every fucking body was working security. It's so easy. You don't do shit, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure you don't until your motherfucking ass and your damn feet be hurting because you had to walk a whole mile around a building fucking 2-3 times a damn day. Not even a day, 2-3 times a fucking hour. And then it be grown motherfuckers trying to hit on me and shit. If y'all don't get on my goddamn face, where I yike your ass, didn't I tell you? But didn't I tell you? Damn. But nah, I just knew it wasn't going to end up in nothing but like a repeated cycle of just that. And I'm like, bro, I can't take 40 years of this shit. Hell no. And it's even if you climb the ladder and you go to a job that you might even find somewhat spontaneously fun, you're still going to have that moment where it's like, bro, I did all this shit for this company and they don't give a fuck about me. You're still going to have that moment. Regardless, you're going to have that moment where it be like, bruh, I did a lot for this fucking company. Whether it's the time where you get passed up for that promotion by the little kid that barely has anything better than you. All they have is a degree or a fucking whatever the hell. They know a person who know a person who know a person. It's going to take you that moment to be like, bruh, what the fuck? I done invested 10, 20 years in this damn company and they gonna get this undeserving ass motherfucker the damn shit that I wanted. Then you realize, oh my gosh, I've wasted my time in a place that does not invest in me as much as I invest in it. I invest my blood, my sweat, my tears, my motherfucking energy, everything in me, every morsel of my fucking being to this job that doesn't give a fuck about me. Tomorrow, they could tell me I'm fired just because and really not even have to give me no explanation. They could lay my bitch ass off tomorrow. And I'm sitting here like, and what people fail to realize is when you get a better job, people start to live above their means. I knew that shit and I knew not to do it. So I said, you know what? No, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to recognize my finances. I'm going to recognize my problems. I'm going to recognize what the fuck I'm doing wrong before I fuck something else up. And then I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it. And I'm going to be happy about it. I'm going to be confident about it. I'm going to put my all into it. And it's going to have me written all over it. Nobody is writing a check to me, bitch, but me. Nobody is telling me how much I can spend or how much I can do on this but me. Nobody has jurisdiction to fire me but me, bitch. Nobody has the jurisdiction to tell me basically that I'm not going to eat tomorrow because I can't get a check but me. Nobody but me. I gave that power to myself because I don't want nobody else to have that power over me. You don't have that power over me to basically tell me, well, you can't pay your rent this week because our bank is short on funds and we can't pay you. What the fuck you mean you can't pay me? Hell, what are you talking about? I'm not going to have to worry about changing shifts with X, Y, and Z, and they late, so I gotta sit here for another fucking 3-4 hours, and they baby mama is doing this and X. Man, I don't have to worry about none of that shit at all. I don't have to base my life on so many other fucking unforeseen factors and bullshit that I did before, because everything's on me now. I know all the shit, not higher ups of higher ups upon higher ups of higher ups are talking about me, and then this one fucking measly manager has to come up to me and tell me that I'm fired because all these people above me then damn said so. Like, what the fuck? No, you don't have that jurisdiction over me. You don't have that power over me no more. And I think ever since then, that's been like the biggest fight, the biggest battle that I've been having is just like, well, how are you going to have security? How do you know it's secure? How do you know it's secure? And that's literally been the only question. How do you know it's actually going to work? Bitch, because I know. Just the same way that I knew I was going to get my degree, I got that. Just the same way that I knew I was going to be different, I know that I'm different. Just the same way that I knew I was going to be this, I'm going to be that. I'm going to be this. Just the same way I knew all of the things that are happening in this world were going to happen. Before they happen, I know that I'm going to be who the fuck I know I'm going to be. And I don't have to speak too much on shit because that's just that on that. It's already been working. So why would I doubt it? So yeah. It's been a long process. I wish I would have, I'm actually glad I didn't keep those videos because they were ridden with energy that just was not good for me. And my phone needed a cleanse, but there were some videos that I had in my phone of like me literally bursting out crying and just being like, bro, I can't take this shit. Like, I remember one day at my job, I just like had a panic attack, like a mental, like I just did not know what the fuck was going on. I just overcome with emotion and just energy and just a whole bunch of shit. And I was like, I gotta go. I can't be here. And I think that was the moment where it was like, my spirit woke me the fuck up and was like, bitch, this is not for you. It may be for some, it may be for others, but it's not for you. And after that moment, I haven't been able to look back. I couldn't look back. Even with jobs that I thought that I may like, it's just always been something that's just like, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't sell yourself short, because you always gonna be contingent on, your life is always gonna be contingent on someone else in their jurisdiction. And I don't want that uncertainty, because that is more uncertain to me than me being an artist. It doesn't matter what my art looks like right now, or who's looking, or what is happening, period. With time, my technique gets better. With time, I do better singing. With time, I can do better writing. With time, I can do better with all these things. In time, you become a better worker. So they level you up in that company, that one company. In time, I do better. In that same amount of time, I'm doing better as a well-rounded entrepreneur than I would as a worker, because I'm doing the same shit over and over again. And if we're being honest, it takes some people like years to even get up to a managerial role if the turnaround rate at the damn job is not that bad. And if the turnaround rate at a job is bad, that's a red fucking flag. But a lot of these people just really want free labor, and I'm not doing that. If you want me to work for you, you're gonna pay me what I feel I deserve, like not just what you feel like I deserve, because it's not right. And when you're doing a job inquiry, most of the time you don't feel comfortable even saying, that's a little on the low side for me, because it's like you're the one asking for the job. So if I'm asking you, can I get paid by you? I can't really tell you how much to pay me. Can I? And that's when the wheels start turning. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I want to get paid this amount, but y'all only paying this and this and that. And what the hell? And the jobs that I felt like I was qualified for, like maybe I can do it because of my degree, I couldn't even do that because I was still not acclaimed enough. I didn't have enough. And it was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? This shit is nonsense. Come in.
People next door have a bouncy house.
Go tell mama. But yeah, I just feel like it's very important for us to be individuals. Be yourself. Be who you are for your pride, baby. Be who you are for your pride. Be who you are for yourself, because you really can't, if you're not living your life for you, who are you living it for? What are you living it for? Tell me, what is your purpose? Everybody, at the end of this video, I want you to comment down below, what is your purpose? Tell me what your purpose is, because you may need to remind yourself what your purpose is. It's not about me knowing what your purpose is. I'm not gonna say I don't give a fuck, but like, you know what I mean? You need to know what your purpose is for you and for your own being. Know what your purpose is and keep your eyes focused on that, and ask God to continue to guide you towards completing whatever task God has for you. Point blank, period. I pray that this message reach whoever needs it, and that whenever you need it, you will receive it. And when you receive it, you'll believe it, and it will plant a seed in your mind of peace and prosperity, and remind you that you are worth it and that it is possible. So thank you guys for watching this unedited ass video. Sorry that it's unedited, not sorry. I love you to pieces, and I really just pray for peace and love. Ashe.